maybe even a couple of loot runs here real fast for this trinket that we've been hunting for basically since we've learned of its existence. It's like quality 5 intelligence, which is something that a large variety of my, or large number of my builds want. You showed up just in time to do very little work and get very little experience. But that wasn't the point. Another kinetic orb. Another bronze token or trinket.
So I am down to the quit last night. I'm down to needing that for my 60th point, 65k.
Nice.
For my 60th point. Voodoo got his 113th point today while we were playing together.
Also nice.
Mm-hmm. He said now him, Ginger and Voodoo both have the same number of Reaper points, 113.
That's a lot of work.
That is a lot of work. Oh man, high Reapers are so much different when you have a tank.
That's part of the reason I've been considering doing a tank for the hardcore next go around. It's just because it tends to be so much different.
Except for the fact that tanks are very, very gear dependent.
Like high level ones are, but like for heroics, like mid-level, like small level Reapers, like 1 and 2, it's certainly not as gear dependent as say like the high level Reapers, but a lot of the concepts is the same, right? Like having that person that can control the battle at this level.
Mm-hmm.
So like I've really been considering some sort of like bear tank.
Well, the one that I have for my raid tank, I think is very, very good, including in heroic combat.
I don't know. The reason I like the idea of like a bear tank, or perhaps some sort of shifter, if I can find a shifter thing that I like, is the extra timers.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the idea of going like bear tank with like a really high wisdom and the howl from the shifter.
Yeah.
Because I think I could probably get my DCs high enough to basically have the mass. It's basically a mass hold in heroics. Mm-hmm. And get the DCs up there where we could fire that off basically every fight, except for the things that are immune to fear, in which case then we just have to spam the double intimidate timers. It's kind of where I'm leaning still. This build, why fine, I don't think will line up enough with my playstyle to be able to do what I would need it to do to for it to do the things that I'm looking for. But there's many more ranger builds to go, so I'm not ruling it out yet that it could be some sort of ranger. But
right.
And there's just not that many high quality, like Mauls, Morning Star, or not Mauls, Morning Stars, etc. Maces. There's just not that many low-level good ones to like really take advantage of the situation. Oh, these are hand
Those are the
wraps.
hand wraps I got. Yeah.
Yeah, they're okay. Like
They're fine, yeah.
for what they're good for. Like hitting outsiders and banishing them.
Yeah, I think they're fine. Obviously, there's better hand wraps, but those are fine.
I've noticed a couple of monks out lately, running around doing the all to nothing again.
I've noticed that too.
I don't know why in particular. They don't seem to have any like serious kills outside of the all to nothings.
Well, I think they're just a CC. You know what I mean? Like they're CC and just like insta kill like trash kind of stuff. You know? I think it's fine.
I don't know. It seems really odd.
I think it's fine. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of monks, and I've been jonesing playing monk again.
Well, it's part of the reason I bring it up is because you mentioned that again the other day, and I found like in the course of yesterday, I think I noticed like 3 more. Maybe it's just the same guy twice. I don't know, but I know across a couple of groups that there's been a couple. All right, who wanted this belt? Was it Mannix?
I'm also getting to the point where I kind of want to try like the dual dagger dark monk. I've been seeing a lot of that too, like Vistani dark monk. That looks sweet.
Mannix, you wanted the belt, right? Yeah, you're welcome. Alright, well, hey, there aren't many level maces, Morningstars either. You have a limited to 1 raid item and 2 other level 29 items. Yeah, well, that's part of what I was observing. It's just there's not that many things in the way of, like, quality shenanigans. Lamplighter. This had better be awesome.
Lamp. I love lamp. Do you really love the lamp, or are you just saying that because you saw it?
Lamplighter, like, it's great.
Oh, come on, you know that, right? You know that movie, right? I love lamp. You know?
Not that I recognize.
It's Anchorman.
Oh yeah, I don't care for Will Ferrell very much.
I don't know. I love that movie. That movie's great.
Home of Memory. Is that the one right over here? Is. Alright, very well. Do another one of these runs, I guess. I don't know. Need to assemble some sort of team for doing something a little bit higher here soon. But for now, we'll continue to mull around with people for a minute. I don't know, I just, I'm still hunting for something a little bit outside of my wheelhouse, but yet still kind of do what I'm looking for the hardcore. I feel like we have plenty of time, so it can still change, but something else that I'm continuously kind of like looking at, trying to decide if there's something interesting. The Everstorm Maelstrom. Yeah. Is it a mace? Yeah, it's a mace. Yeah, I know. Like I said, that was one of the things that was not really covered in the Strimtome write-up. So, like what weapons to find and use. So I had the feeling that it's not going to be ideal for hardcore. One of the things that I'm curious about, if whether or not I can put a dagger in one of the hands and take the, was it rapid strike that gets all the double shot in for like the however many seconds its cooldown is. Over here, rapid slash. Sorry. I kind of feel like that's one of the things that's missing in this kind of build, is that its double strike seems low to me. Yeah, I don't have both of them. I have one, I think. I have a bunch of scrolls for this quest, you guys, if you don't want to do that fight. Just don't run away. They can stab those guys where I... I don't think they're listening to me. I said I had the scrolls for this. I'm just casting those buffs. We don't have to go down here and do these fights unless you guys really want to.
I mean, can you blame them for not listening to you? I barely listen to you.
I guess.
Like, listening to you, that just sounds like a bad idea.
Agreeing still offhand is what a lot of the Scrooge Tempests do. That makes sense.
That does make a lot of sense.
Again, though, I'm not as worried about... For my like my problems, I'm not as worried about the after level 20 thing, but yeah, they're not listening at all.
Well, I need to get a shroud in a little bit, if that's something that tickles your fancy.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that.
I think I'm like 3-ish ingredients away from a offhand. I need a, what? I'm like 3 ingredients away from an offhand that I'd like to get.
But no, I would not be opposed to that. I would not be opposed to a couple other raidsies. And keeping an eye out for some stuff, but
I really need a Project Nemesis as well.
That was fun.
My range damage so bad, but I can stand over here and shoot hill ravens all day, so I guess that'll be the plan. Why the rest of the team decides to catch up. The rest of them not activate, is that what happened? Hi Carnage Reaper, are you going to teleport over here and play? Or are you going to stand over there? Nope, there you are. Yeah, I really miss having some sort of really serious crowd control on this guy.
I don't know. I've got some serious crowd control, but my crowd control has lately just been, if the monster's dead, it doesn't need to be crowd controlled. That is my philosophy on
That is an option for sure. Right now it's just a lot of playing super safe and not getting overwhelmed by ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like people are downstairs now. I tried.
The lag seems a little bit better today than has the last couple of days.
It couldn't be worse.
That's true.
Yeah, I am not set up for range damage like at all. This is embarrassing.
Yeah, pretty soon here I'm going to be getting into some thrower builds and things like that, so...
Yeah, Rhett was asking about thrower builds again last night.
Well, Rhett is just is in a spot right now that he's not enjoying Bard. He's kind of down on the game right now, you know what I mean? And he's like trying to find something different that he'll enjoy. And that's fair. That's all fair. It sucks. Like, I don't want him to be down on the game and stuff, but, you know, it is what it is.
Well, the game waxes and wanes, right? Like every game does.
Yeah.
It might just be a time where is waned a little more than not. I know. I do think that throwers can be a lot of fun as well. I kind of think he just needs to change his playstyle completely.
Yeah.
And just dive into a completely different style for a while.
Honestly, I think what it is, and this is just what I've noticed, is when I'm on something like an Alchemist that's really, really good, I think it's polarizing for him. You know what I mean? I think it's like when he's dual boxing, he will like, oh man, like this is, you know, like, I'm not doing very good, whereas I'm just playing Tolab now because my character's not good. You know what I mean?
Maybe he just needs to sit there and do a bunch of Alchemist lives.
Well, that's the thing, is he doesn't want to do Alchemist, you know what I mean? And that's fair. He's in the same spot as you, like, he doesn't like them.
It's not that I don't like them, I just think that they're boring. Mm-hmm. They're mentally... I don't know where the box is. I think it's like over here somewhere. I think you can avoid it by standing to the side. But I don't know. It's just a thing. You just probably need to ovary up and go to town for a little bit. Just do it. Alright, well just stand over here to the side and avoid it. I'm pretty sure you can just stand over here because it's a fire jet out the front. I don't think they listen to voice chat, I think is what's going on.
Oh, okay. Well, they might not be English speakers.
Also, possibility. That's the conversation's happening in English.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know then. You might not be in the chat. No, that wouldn't work either.
Not for a voice server.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they just don't, care what you say.
That's probably it. There are more people with more experience than me, but probably not in this group. Aw, the ladies are logging on. But no, a lot of those raids I actually need to do. I am woefully under threads. So like I've now cashed in all of my threads twice to get 2 of the +2 intelligence augments. One for my low level set and one for my higher level set. Obviously I need a metric ton more. But
Alright, okay, I gotta get some coffee and file.
my bird ripped the eyes out of all these other birds. It seems fair, right? Aerial battles with the birds. Yeah, I think that seems appropriate. There's something shiny about this skull. Ah, it unlocks this chest, that's what it does. Legendary bottle of smoke. That's not the worst trinket, actually. I haven't seen this one at this level. Still not the one I'm looking for, but there's the int ring. The int ring's pretty good. I know, I'm still looking for this bloody trinket. Which one's it called? Legendary Deep Promise Onyx from the ballad. Why I can't find this stupid thing? I feel like I've gone through it a ton of times. Oh, looks like we're going over here somewhere. Yeah, we've done all these once. I'm not super interested. Fire Goddess doing cog 6. Seems odd. Anyway, we'll do a little bit more with this group just to clean things up, but we're certainly looking for something else with a little bit higher Reaper number and a little bit more interesting content. So bear with us, folks, as we pay our early morning dues here. Yeah, I wonder if I should just try to get into this group. We're not that far away. I bet they'd let us in if we asked. I don't know. We'll finish this quest because we're here. We're kind of committed, but we'll see if we can't. Assume we're going this way. This seems to be the way that people like to go. Looks like he wants to go this way instead. I don't know. This is the way that I used to go a whole bunch, but I found it is much longer. And you're fighting many more things that are a massive pain.
I'm back.
And welcome back. Yeah, I think I might try to jump into that Fire Goddess group if they'll take me after this quest.
The Fire Goddess group.
Yeah, they're doing Cogs R6. It's by Crab Apples.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were also needing some Cogs.
I do need some cogs.
I don't know if you would be interested in negotiations.
I mean, not while I'm doing R10s with Voodoo.
Oh, are you still doing R10s with Voodoo? You son of a bitch. I thought that group had fallen apart.
Nope, it has not.
Throw my pea puddle. Yeah, it's weird how, depending on the build, you really feel at ease on different difficulties based off your build so much. Like, I feel like on my wizard builds, we could R10s, whatever, was like it was. I know I realized I was building to be able to handle R10s on the wizard build. Like that was my goal, whether I was subconscious about it or not. But like, oh, that guy also pea puddled, double pea puddled, and then both monsters left because neither one of us had aggro. We're the best. But so like I felt pretty good about where I was in the wizard R10s. On this melee, I would not be as comfortable. A lot of it has to do with obviously a completely different playstyle to what I've been working on for the last month and a half.
I'm gonna step away for a minute because we're like needing to coordinate here.
That's fine. Do it for it. You know how this works. You know I don't shut up.
Yeah, I'll be back.
But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the ins and outs of melee on bigger Reapers without just getting gemelted. I feel like I should just get in with these guys. Try to. invaded, if possible. No, it's not us. It's not us. That's the aggro. About to be really pleased with myself, but these damage numbers are nowhere near good enough. I'm dragging all the aggro. Legendary clockwork boots. Quality intelligence in boots? Huh, I'd be down for those boots. See if anyone offers them up. Assuming that's what's... I saw a lot of no thank yous, but I didn't see anything that looks like a... Oh, there they are. I should put them out there. Sweet. Yeah, I don't... Fitting in quality 5 is a little bit tricky on a lot of my gears. It is possible that on boots might be okay temporarily. Yeah, they filled. Or they took it down. Either way. The moment has passed. There's one last quest over here and then... I'm not really into Slayers this life. I feel like there's plenty of reasonable Reaper first time experience to pick up, kind of both ways around, to be honest. So people who may or may not be interested, the puppy last night was doing really well. Why are we in a big complicated circle? Oh god, are we gonna like try to do all the bits and bobs in here? Can we just do the quest? This is not a long quest if you just do it. Anyhow, the wife was had taken the dogs out last night, and she wasn't sure if Margot went to the restroom or not. But she and Quinn got up on the bed, or got up on the couch, and were trying to mellow out. And Margot eventually kind of acted like she was ready to mellow out after much playing around on the couch and on the whatnot. So the wife takes her downstairs. She gets up on the bed. The wife starts getting changed for bed. The dog has an accident on her blanket. So that's what last night's hollering was about for the people who may have been curious. Going in there and digging up extra blankets and No, so right now I've got the wife's blanket in the washing machine. So we may end up listening to washing machine noises soon. And then probably dryer noises a little bit after that. But potty training is hard. Because my wife and I are not big fans of kennel training. We have a kennel. We use a kennel for like when we have to leave the dog for a couple hours. But we're not big fans. Quest, we could just like go this way. We don't have to do that stuff. I guess we're doing this stuff. Okay. This thing's got a bunch of hit points for no reason. Good to know. Good to know. Again, unfortunately, right now, all we have is a couple of hammers, so literally everything is a nail. Stand to the side and hammer it in. I don't remember much of a reason for coming down here. Oh yeah, there's a chest in here. I remember. Also the fact that we're in a quest that has ravens in it and somebody has a black raven as their bird is terrifying.
The lever snaps into place. Satisfying.
My bird is a white bird, allegedly. Hopefully, it's not my bird. This is terrifying. I think it's my bird. I think my bird is black now. She's supposed to be white. Yeah, I don't think that's my bird. My bird, I think, is actually white. His pea puddle? We can, okay. Let's do that. Let's stand in his pea puddle. And when his pea puddle disappears, we'll do ours. I feel like that's reasonable. Spacing out the pea puddle usage. As if we're professionals. I'd say doing what we do best, but we both know that that's not killing monsters.
And sparks of electricity jump into the nearby ring-carved stones.
I don't think I know that quest. Oh man, I feel like it's gonna be a long day today. It's good though. It's good to have long days when things aren't going bad. We're not moving fast enough to be on our horse. So let's do that. Let's make sure we're on our horse. What else is going on today? Anything exciting? No, everything looks pretty much the same old today. Don't see anything like particularly exciting happening. DC looks like it's sorry, anyway, DC looks like it's a third world country right now. In on R1.
As you step inside the hut, you suddenly feel
Man, I hope we don't do like a super long version of this.
one of the hags notices
DC is a third world country. That's part of the problem.
We're going where to do what? That sounds amazing!
another hag responds.
Stop thinking with your gut, Beatrice. They brought us another set of ritual reagents. Just what we need. Please, Agnes.
Says your mother.
Luck had nothing to do with it. Plans within plans, sisters. One set for us.
That is certainly part of the problem.
Cadence,
Says Beatrice.
tell me we get to eat them this time. Wouldn't waste them away to nothing in this stupid ritual circle. You'll be fine, Beatrice. You're just ethereal.
Responds Cadence.
Besides, we haven't ripped their souls out yet. Speaking of, into the soul bag with you.
Oh, look, more flies stuck in the jam. Welcome to hell, idiots. Grumbles them. We screwed up. Bad. Adds Hempstead. There has to be something we can do, mutters Foxglove.
Would you like some tea?
Lily asks nonchalantly.
Alright, good. So far, good. This fight can be a little rough, but I think it's easier than the green.
Keep having this dream, I'm in a break, right? And all these undead.
For a minute there, I thought that guy was short bust. Hi, baby girl. Are you hiding from the puppy? You going up? No, you're just hiding. She can't get you down here. She doesn't know how to use the stairs. Not the big stairs, anyway. She's barely figured out the little stairs. So we have some stairs in our... from our kitchen down to our garage, which leads us out to the... backyard. And she still, like, goes down those so fast that she, like, slides into the car. So it's gonna be a little bit longer yet before she's ready to mosey around the big stairs, the basement stairs. Bubble here for everybody.
I have a temper. I get frustrated sometimes. Admits that. Is that what the hags counted on? Am I just a man dog like
I don't think I'm worried about shrine or anything, right? No.
Your soul is not transparent like mine. Belle says. He leans closer. Hey, what did you do? The hags continue to argue several.
Sorry. I was not paying attention. These guys being cold iron basically means I'm first damage is crits only. It's kind of lame considering that my weapon should be force damage. That seems good. +5 quality strength. Big seeker. Well, medium seeker. Insightful big streak. Okay, that's really good. Big double strike. Yeah, that seems really good actually. Something I could definitely... Something I can definitely see myself fiddling with. Whoa, let's not drag that down there. Apparently we got an angel tier somewhere today. Very exciting. Yeah, I think Quinn is off looking for the puppy. I think her and the puppy were playing chase, and I think Quinn came downstairs thinking that this would be a tough place, but not an impossible place for the puppy. Well, it is an impossible place for the puppy.
That sounds amazing!
Yeah, we'll take these over almost everything. Huh, she didn't...
I can't believe we did it!
I feel like there's not a whole lot of reasons for me to not take legendary victories over pretty much everything except for comms, hurt seeds, for the most part. Alright, so let's take a minute. We ended up jumping into stuff pretty quick. We actually started the stream a little earlier than I thought. Or was planning to. I don't know, whatever phraseology you like. Let's take a minute, dump some stuff, run some quick errands, and then we'll go from there and see what's what. No. You want to know what's going on? Get up there. She's just playing with the ball. It's like, whose ball are you playing with? That's not your ball. You don't have a ball. They should have an XP storage where you can dump those stones in. It works like the shared bank. Fix all our junk. Sell all our junk. Alright. Keep an eye on LFM panel here just to see if there's anything over level 20 that's kind of like coming together. Meanwhile, I want to restock on scrolls. I think I have a bunch of fire shield scrolls in the bank, but I don't have any more of these. So let's see. We have 12, so it's 88. Never do math on camera, kids. You'll always end up wrong, and someone will laugh at you. What else did I need to do? I don't need to worry about teleport things yet because we have plenty of Solomatics cookies. So when we get down to like our last one or two, we'll probably come back here and pick up scrolls. I don't care about this. No, maybe that was it. Maybe those were the only scrolls I was worried about. Seems wrong. Orchard Slayers. Suppose on the plus side we can come and go as we please. Yeah, alright. I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna worry about like a Slayer pot or anything. We're just gonna run around here just a little. Hey. Sweet, appreciate it. Where are you? There we are. There's our house, Fjarlin. I'm going to be honest, using this as some sweet filler action. There may or may not be some raids happening sooner than later. Talab promised me big kid things. But I'm happy to help out. Happy to help out. Hopefully we can get some sweet ones in here. Bum, bum, bum. At least it's forward progress. Even though we don't really plan on doing a lot of Slayers this particular run, next run we will. So even if whatever we prep here that we don't get will go towards the next thing. Some value. Man, the guy's got a weird... Oh, there it went.
Amazing.
See, like, look at that. Right away. Logged in. 6,000 experience points. Just for logging in and looking pretty. It's about what we got from, from all of those R1s we did earlier today.
Really good at this.
That's not fair, but certainly going to be more experience faster here for sure. It is nice, easy experience. That's true. Which is part of the reason I'm trying to save most of the explorers for later. try to do a lot of the first times in saga prepping on the first half, and then do these things on the next half. Is kind of my thinking at the moment. No event chest though. Oh, because of no Reaper or no champs. Yeah, that makes sense. Did you use your snowy, what was it, frosty snow or whatever that coupon is for your 5% chance to pull things out of regular chests? Yeah, that's my plan as well. Yeah, it's an hour for 5%. I don't know, I still feel like mine dissipated when I died. Okay, I took a death and it disappeared on me, but I can't confirm, so I think Patrick from DDOcast is going to double check that. Yeah, it's literally an hour. So, however, whatever you can get done in 1 hour. But, if you hadn't used it, at least that would be something for chests, I guess. Look at that. Look at that. We've been here for like 5 minutes. We're up to 66,000 experience. That's more than the last 2 quests that we did. Explore zones with people, even without a potion running, can be very fast. The 7,000 or 75,000 or whatever it is, the big tier ones, it's a little slower when you don't have a pot running, but it's okay. Wow, is there like monsters over here? Monsters. Nope. Thought that's saving. That was a. Thought that was something attacking, not the disease wearing off. Monsters. Shade horror somewhere, but I don't see it. Ah, here they are. Conveniently hiding one very short horse ride away. Monster, 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 monster. There's some monsters. No, I was hoping. Make that leap.
Your poor friend. I hope you get better.
My poor friend. Apparently when I do mini shot, I have to remember to turn back on defensive fighting. Oh, maybe they're just exclusive with this toggle. Okay. That makes sense.
Heat rises from the menacing entrance to the inferno of the dead.
Did she just say this undead edition life was bullshit?
Century after century. That's what I've done. The world thinks Arandis Vol is dead.
It wouldn't surprise
So
me.
I am. What they don't know
Wouldn't
is that
surprise
I
me.
still endure, hidden away, planning for the glory of the blood of Vol and vengeance on our enemies.
Vengeance. Vengeance on your house. I tell you, the liches were not as difficult to defeat this go around as they were on our last life. Let's see. Alright. Now we're recalling. Let's see, what do we got? 112,000. So that's more than our last 4 quests. Oh, mass. No, I don't have an XP pot. Well, I do have an XP pot running. My bad. I drank a little one when I was doing some Reaper 4s or 5s or whatever last night. Man, a lot of low-level people today. Not a lot of high-level people high-level groups up today. Although they did fill a raid of some sort, I think. It helps. Can you still get them from Kenneth challenges? Yes. Yes, you can still get like the little 5%ers. I think they're little 5%ers. Crafting. I'm just checking. They don't seem to have pots listed here. I said I'm pretty sure that they're there. Pretty sure. Oh, Quell. Whoa. I'd like to be able to see, though. Thank you. I always tend to come up here and work this area. People seem to ignore it. I'm not sure if it's just like not very efficient, or there's no like doodads to come up here, rare spawn points or whatever. But I always come this way first. Well, and XP potions are certainly not required to do certain things, but I really enjoy kind of pushing what I'm comfortable at in the game in hopes to make myself comfortable with everything. And in that regard, that means that I need to be able to do higher and higher skulled things on a higher and lower difficulty. So like when we're doing medium reapers, you know, in that 4 to 6 range, and I'm doing them at a little bit lower level, I'm not doing them on, you know, level 29 with all the good gear and everything. It's a big twofer, right? You get regular experience, regular experience, and Reaper experience, and all that stuff together. So it's a lot of like loop up for like these 30s and stuff. That a lot of them I just have from previous times they've been on sale. Like I haven't purchased an XP potion in a long time. But we are getting low. So the next time they are on sale, we may have to restock. That's not true. I bought some 50s when they were on sale. I bought 5 50s. I still have 3 of those 50s left, I believe. Yeah, they are. Man, talk about some ninjas. Saw that crossbow bolts, but I didn't see the monster attack. Well, look at this. Look at this. We found a chest. It's like Christmas. Oh! Did you just see what I just saw? Did you see what I just saw? A leap on a horse. Flying across the screen. See if it actually takes us off our horse even. It did, okay. There's a couple of attacks still that don't take you off your horse. I think the only one I knew of last was the Dragonborn wings. It was the last one that I knew of. Do I want to be famous? I do, but I don't need to buy followers. We'll get there. People will eventually find us and love us for who we are. Or it wasn't meant to be. But we all know it's meant to be. The greatest. Who else is willing to throw themselves on the humor sword quite so mightily? I couldn't remember if there was a message up here or not. I don't really know these explorers on this difficulty very well. Looks like somebody has come through this path up here. Huh. With this plant and this mushroom, I would have swore there was a note there from a distance. Like the plant swaying, sparkling, and the mushroom there kind of like looked like the end of a scroll.
Lana.
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 Lana!
Danger zone.
Hey, see me, see you. Welcome to the stream. Voodoo, my friend, thanks for the raid as always. Bud, I appreciate it. Sorry I missed your group this morning. We have been dealing with a baby puppy. So sleep schedule is even more crazy than usual. Making sure that the wife and I both get enough sleep to function and cover the shifts for the baby. For the baby, making sure we're in the process of getting her potty trained. So I basically got to sleep from 5 to 10 this morning. It's pretty much my window to sleep. And the wife goes to bed at 10:30, and God knows when she's allowed to sleep. Just kind of how it is. Kind of how it is. But she's adorable. I feel like why there's a bunch of people hanging out, I should show off the dog really quickly. I have a picture from the day we brought her home. Here she is. We brought her home on Saturday, so she hasn't changed very much. Look how adorable she is. Isn't that the cutest thing you ever did see? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. R10 Amrath. That sounds hot. There. They got a 30 in there. Some stuff in there that I'm looking for as well. But we'll wait for Talab. He did say that he was taking a little break and be right there. Yeah, she's got the dual color eyes. She's a tricolor. She's an Australian Shepherd. So she's absolutely gorgeous. We quite literally on Sunday we ran to the pet store here in town to pick up some toys. And people were literally stopping in the parking lot in their cars to like ogle? Do you ogle a puppy? I feel like you can ogle a puppy. But yeah, they were definitely checking her out and yelling at us how pretty they thought our dog was and stuff. Which she is. She's absolutely insanely gorgeous. So rightfully so, people recognize. I guess I pulled some aggro back here that I didn't realize. Hello? Monsters? Okay. I don't know where they came from. I didn't see any monsters. I guess I still technically don't see any monsters. Alright, so this alert is not my alert. fall. Yeah, I'm really tempted to try to get in this group. Oh, these guys are all 30s now. But there's things that I need from that quest. Specifically that first quest. But I don't have any evil aligned weapons on me. So I feel like for that infight in particular, I would not be much of a help.
It was the only way she knew how to save me. They had destroyed every living thing that bore the dragon mark of death.
I'm looking for that legendary Archon rune arm. The big force one in particular. We'll see what happens. Wow, 6 con damage. Alright, well, let's see. It's like heal and then a curse pot, right? That's the order of getting rid of all this junk. Mistmore's out of here. Cinematel. You have a Chihuahua that has one brown and the other is blue. Oh yeah, I'm a sucker for mixed eyes. Let's see if this guy sends us a tell. Brown and blue in one eye. Oh, that's also pretty sweet.
You're really good at this.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to get the 1500, and that's quite a bit of action here. I think there's a shrine right here. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna head for the shrine really quick before I recall. I didn't get a tell back or a message back from these guys, so
Nothing like a well-deserved rest.
and we're recalling. The vertical split with the blue inboard towards the nose. That's very cute, probably. I imagine. The other thing that Margot's got going for it, and it's hard to tell. I wonder if I can zoom in. Apparently not very much more zoomed in. But you might be able to see she's got a little heart on her nose right there. She's very cute. Hey V-Love, what's going on, buddy? Just looking at the pooper here while we do a little bit of Slayer work to see if we can find a group that's a little bit more what we're looking for here. So this guy with these R10s didn't send us a tell back, so send him a tell. Answer might be no. Said there's currently no 30 or no one but 30s in there. So we're probably not going to get in the love. Is that your new sheepdog? I mean, could be. Could be. Everything's got a price. I mean, $4 million, I'll find another dog. You know, so it'll be sad, but we'll figure it out somehow. Did it get reset? Yeah, there's some monsters over here. Okay. You'd sell Cammy for $1 million? Hey, I can have no part in anything that is too closely related to selling people. That's a fine line that I have to be careful about. Renting out people, selling people, we all have to be really careful. Help the Silver Flame determine if the suspect is actually a werewolf. What's my price for a Klondike bar? Oh, I don't know. If I had a Klondike bar, I would sell them. I would sell it to you for cost, probably. I do like Klondike bars. No, I think we're already attached to Margot. I think she's going to be a really, really special addition to our household. And this is the first dog that we bought. That's like from a top-end breeder. So there's definitely a little bit of, I don't know what you want to call it, like expectancy maybe, or expected value, or some phraseology in there that we're expecting her to have a very long, healthy life, and she's a super smart breed. So, and from a good breeder. So we're having we have very high expectations for her. I mentioned before that we purchased a lot of our dogs in the past from this one pet store that has gone out of business now. But it always felt like we were rescuing those dogs, right? Like, they always seem to have some sort of medical condition. I'm not so far away that I couldn't go rescue this guy, I guess. See if we can...
And so fell your brave adventuring companion far too soon.
See if we can. He's already dead, so I guess we'll... Oh, he's gonna just recall. But, yeah, I don't know. Said I'm really hoping that we're going to avoid a lot of the problems that we had with Xander and Quinn and Jersey. Not that Quinn is gone, but she was very, very sick when she was little. I think that's part of the reason that she became so independent now, is because when she was little, she just didn't feel good at anything, really. She was constantly sick, and I think she kind of associated being held with not feeling well. So then once we got her treated and she recovered, she still does that. When she's not feeling good, she'll spend hours on your lap. But I think she senses that more of like a comfort situation. Where Jersey, on the other hand, he's a wiener dog, which are very high anxiety dogs anyway. And they're definitely a people breed, of people, like, they want to be around their person. That's not the button I'm looking for. Oh, there's a trial by Fury? Oh wait, no, that's not the right one. I actually do need a giant hold. Actually, forgot. Can't believe I've forgotten about giant hold so far. We're level 29. Might have to go do some giant hold in a little bit.
What up, Sammy?
Hey, what's up, Bubba?
Just tired. Weird week and a good week.
Good.
I had Cameron doing all the weirdo shit again. I had to put the hammer down. And then the next day she was like, oh, hunky dory, fine, dandy. That is so good. It's crazy. Excuse me.
People are complex machines.
So I'll give you what happened. So you know, like my work, what I do. So there's times where the label calls and they kind of have weird things that need to be done, and I'm not the guy to tell the head of a label that makes like $18 million a year, like I can't do something when I can do it, right?
Sure.
So they had an artist they're bringing in from Switzerland that they've signed. She's got some music, but she's just a singer and she needs help with some stuff. So they said, hey, we'll pay a good amount of pounds, blah blah. I'm like, not a problem. To pick her up from the airport. Hotel. She's on quarantine, and we got to transfer her to a hotel that's south side of London, where their studio is at. It's like an hour drive from where I live. So I'm like, no problem. So an hour later, I get a call back from the head of that guy at the label and says, hey, he knows that movie. He was like at a house, like an extra rooms I was talking about a few weeks ago. He's like, the hotel we're staying her to, they have a COVID outbreak, so she can't stay. Would you mind if we just pay you, she can just stay with you? I said, not a problem, man, not even an issue. Yeah, I got 2 extra bedrooms, are fully furnished, we're good to go. That way we can do music at my house, don't have to go to the studio an hour away. It's even easier. So I'm getting paid they're gonna pay me 150 pounds a day for 10 days, that's the hotel fee. And then 50 pounds a day for food and stuff. So it's 200 pounds a day. That's like 280 American dollars, basically.
Right.
To have someone live with you. Like DDO, someone live in DDO world. You had to train them in DDO, they're gonna live at your house. You're like, dude, I have to go to drive an hour away to do this. I can just do it at my house and they're gonna pay me. And plus pay me like the fee for the music working. So I told Cam, she like lost her mind.
Well,
I'm like, what are you talking about? You know my work, I've been this for 6 years dating. This happens sometimes. Like, I need you to be June Cleaver. Who's that? So watch Leave It to Beaver. That's what I need you to be at all times. If your sister's staying, if my mom's staying, if your cousin's staying, if your friends from college are staying, this is what I need you to do. Before we talk about it any longer, watch Leave It to Beaver a few times. I had to put it on YouTube. I had to find the episodes on YouTube. I said, this is who I need you to be. So I went and picked her up, brought her back to the house. And within like 2 hours, they're like chummy buddies and friends talking about clothes and then she's like all happy and hunky-dory.
Well, again,
So
it's
I
probably
was
not.
kind of pissed. I was kind of pissed. I was like, dude, really?
It probably
You
has
do it.
more to do with the not being included in the decision.
It was 2 in the morning. She was sleeping. She was just ready to go to work. I wasn't waking her up an hour before her work shift. It's just not me.
Oh
And
my
don't
goodness.
don't wake me up when you can make a decision. That's my point for her. I tell her all the time. If you can make a decision,
That's a cute dog.
then I'm like, okay, you made a decision. But she blew her gasket for like an hour, and then all of a sudden it's like gone. It was gone.
Yeah, again, it's, people like to be included on decisions for the household, and like having a house guest is a household decision. I understand making the decision yourself and whatnot, but
Yeah, I can't tell Peter Sims of Capital of London, no, I can't do that, sir. He'd be like, okay, well, we're going to take the 20 grand we're going to give you for 10 days of work, all the hotel fees, and we're going to find somebody else to do it.
right. I mean,
It's not
again,
happening. It's not happening. It's just not, I don't care. No discussions needed with my girlfriend or not. It's just not happening.
right. Again,
I made the decision.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't have made the decision. I'm just telling you why she could possibly be upset and why it makes sense to me.
But it wasn't like I knew about it for like a week.
Right,
It was
no.
it was like instantly. Like I gotta need the answer now, or I gotta find somebody else.
Right.
That was it. It wasn't like, oh, let me go wake up my girlfriend, because I wasn't even at home. I was like 45 minutes away. I was in
Sure.
the car. I had to pull over and talk to him. So it wasn't like I could.
Yeah, I mean, again, though,
Why
it's
don't
just
people
something
think
to,
about that? Like, oh, I was sleeping. You're so far away. You need to make a decision right away. Why don't they put that into there before they blow up?
because that's not how people work, man.
Oh, fuck. Oh, sorry. Oops, sorry.
Yep, language please.
Yeah,
It is
sorry.
your evening, which is my morning.
Yeah.
But no, I certainly appreciate that decision. Like, it would be tough. I would probably make a similar decision, and then when I told my wife about it, I'd be like, hey, I realized that this could be upsetting that I made a decision without consulting you first, but we were on the spot, and we need an answer right away. So I thought that after we discussed it, you would be likely to agree with me that this would make financial sense and whatnot. So
Yeah, right now they're both out shopping together.
That's good.
I'm fine with it. I'm totally fine with it. I'm happy. I'm great. Become friends. It's right on.
That was
But it just to
fun.
me is like,
I look
wow,
forward
this
to
could have like
working
never
with you
even
in the
happened.
future.
That whole like 2 hours of like,
Well, again, I think it has less to do with the results of the decision and more of just like, again.
I just find it sometimes like it's like a trust thing. It's like you don't trust me to make the correct decision.
I don't think
If
it's
anybody,
that.
if anybody in her life to make the right decision, it's gonna be me.
Yeah, see, I don't necessarily think that that's it at all. Again, I just think, and you might
Sure.
talk to her about it and see if like now that the anger is past, if she can explain why. But if
No, I
it,
asked her yesterday. I said, "Hey, are you still okay?" She said, "Oh no, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Just don't worry about it."
yeah, it's just in the moment being upset. That's totally understandable as well. You know, let the emotion ride through, and then have the logic follow back through after the fact. You know,
So now she's June Cleaver. It's so funny. I was like, "You need to watch this. This is what it
Good.
needs to be."
that's great. It sounds like she's there.
I mean, not to me that way. I'm just saying, like, as people, like,
Right.
nobody should
That's the forward face you put out when you're.
That's a perfect way to put it. It's
When
like
you-
even if she brings home like friends from work, or her sister comes, or anybody, it's gonna stay with us. That's what we need to be.
Well,
I
except
need
when
to
you
be
throw
that.
them
I
in
need
the
to be
pool.
that. Oh yeah. Well,
Except when they
she-
go for an unexpected swim.
Yeah, that garbage. I haven't even heard his name. I haven't heard anything about that version, so I'm thinking, God.
Well, you shouldn't until you go back to the States, maybe. But even then, who knows?
Who knows what that person's doing? He's a Martian with retarded people, probably.
Anyway.
So that's what I found. Yeah. So, we had a great, super good freaking studio session today, man. It was really good.
Nice one.
Good.
Got a lot done. Excuse me.
Yes, the dog is very, very Rorschach. Very, very pretty dog.
Oh, Jack Russell. Oh my God, those things are so hyper, man. My buddy has 2 of them. You gotta go in the house all quiet when they're sleeping so you don't wake them up. Because they are like crazy, like running everywhere, playing, and yeah.
I don't know. I
They're so
almost got one at one time. Like, I think that's one of the things that I tested high for before we found Quinn.
Oh yeah, if you're napping, like taking a nap in the afternoon, and they want to play, you're not taking no nap. So you gotta be careful with those dogs. You gotta have like a high energy level for those suckers, man.
Yeah. Well, and again,
Not all I assume, but the ones I've been around and I've known, they're always been like super happy, playful dogs.
yeah. Well, that's kind of this breed too. This breed's a high energy breed.
Oh, it's
They're-
a shepherd, good dog too. So they're gonna be hurting. They'll be hurting your animals all around. They're keeping out the street. My buddy's got one.
Yeah, she's an Australian Shepherd, so hopefully things are gonna be good. Your Jack
Yeah.
Russell's always been fairly chill. Yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with people too. Like, again, I've had dogs that have wildly different personalities than their breed supposedly are like.
Yeah, my buddy's got a half beagle, half Jack Russell, and it's a cool dog. It is a cool dog.
Yeah, we looked at beagles also, but and French bulldogs. Like, we looked at a couple of different breeds, but
I've always wanted English bulldog, but there's so much work. If you could, I've always wanted one.
yeah, this is just the dog that, like, the dog that I saw. I made an appointment to go meet. We looked at some other dogs. We were there because she was. We got there early. And
You guys are cat people? I'm more of a cat person than a dog person.
we've had cats in the past. I don't really care for cats.
I like them because like they kind of like keep to themselves. If I want to rub on them, I can rub on them. My dogs, Man, they always want to be rubbed on, touched. Get off the bed. Get out of the house. Stop
See,
doing this.
that's-
My cat's like, I'm gonna go sleep on my cat pose. I'll come rub on you when I want love. I'm leaving you alone.
Well, see, but that's how Quinn is, right? Quinn's like, I'll come visit you when I need some attention.
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes and does her thing. But both my wife and I, we like to snuggle dogs, especially when we're asleep. Like, I like to have Quinn on my pillow, next to me when I'm asleep. And then when she gets hot, she can, like, leave. She's like, he's asleep, I can go. And that's fine. Like, I don't mind that, right?
Yeah, my cat Biscuit's like that. She sleeps like next to my shoulder every night, my right shoulder. She's there.
Yeah.
In the morning, I wake up, she's gone.
And then my cats, the cats that we had before, I had a cat who literally, like, would lick my pillow all the time. Didn't matter. I'm just like, GTFO, cat. Like, leave my pillow out of here. I'd have to remember to, like, cover my pillow up where it couldn't dig it out, so it wouldn't lick my pillow all day long, so I'd come to bed with a wet pillow. And then we had another cat who, I don't know why this cat did this, but this cat would always take a pee in the printer. I don't know if it smelled like a litter box. I don't know why, but it peed like 7 times in my damn printer. And I'm just like...
Did you try the orange spray? Because they don't like orange scent.
We tried a whole bunch of different things, and it was disgusting. I eventually had to, like, I could clean it a bunch and do stuff, but eventually just got so gross because it just kept peeing in there that I had to just get rid of it. No amount of cleaning was going to clean that layer of crud off.
Oh, like Talab talking about a shepherd, how he lays on his pillow. On my chocolate lab, he lays under my feet like that. I can use him like a footrest.
Yeah.
Under the bed. It's so fun.
And that's, like I said, that's kind of where Quinn's at. She likes to be at the foot of the bed.
So weird animal. So I have a cat named Tink, right? So if I'm laying on my right side, I got my left arm up. She will lay on my side and lick my armpit. It's so fun. See, I don't have body hair. I hate body hair at all. So I don't have. Only hair I have is on my body is on my head. I shave everything. Nothing. I have no hair anywhere.
You are not the first person I know of that's like that.
So I like the feeling of smooth feeling. I don't get rough. Like my buddy's got these big hairy gorilla arms. I'm like, dude, that's just gross looking. His hair gets ripped out from his watch and stuff. I'm like, dude, no way. I can't even deal with that. Any of that.
I'm a semi-hairy guy. I'm not super hairy, but I'm a little hairy. I would not be.
My back I can't reach, so Cameron will get into the shower for me, and she doesn't have an issue with it. Or like my knees, like, hey, straight top of my shoulder, I can't reach it, but
right.
I have zero, nothing.
Yeah, there are places that I would get like the shock, like they shock the thing and it kills it so it doesn't grow back. Like there are places I would do that. Like I got a couple
I got wax done years ago. I used to do that all the time. It was cheaper and easier and taking time. Now I'm like, I got a girlfriend, man. She can help. She really is.
Yeah, just
everything. Top of my feet, bottom of my feet, shave my ankles, my leg, everything. Nothing. You can't find here. Where my legs right now, there's nothing. I'm like a swimmer. I guess swimmers do that because there's attraction in the water. But I just, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not super hairy, but I don't shave my pits or your blah, dot, 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 dot. I mean, I don't know, man. There's a season for everything. Oh, it's just me now alone in here.
Amazing.
Alright, well then, I guess the only reason I was still in this group, honestly, was because we had viewers hanging out, and there was nothing else happening, so I guess I can...
I like doing Slayers, man. Slayers is pretty fun, I think. Just
Well,
like, just go ride and go crazy.
I don't dislike it, I was really only planning to do this for a little bit while I was hoping to find a group to get into.
Especially when you're doing Slayers that all times you don't view. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like the ones in we have to go down that water all the way down. You gotta get that flying spell cast on you. I can't remember what it's called.
you're talking about
It's got those 3 different areas.
yeah, hang on. Reaver's Refuge.
There you go.
Yeah. No,
I describe it right, so you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I like Reaver's Refuge as well. Like, again, for me, it's a matter of, like, on the first way up, right, I'd rather do quests.
Going where to do what?
Question for you.
Sounds amazing.
all the experience you can get from all the Slayers, how many levels do you think that adds to the game?
It's quite a bit. It's a lot.
It?
Yeah, you can
I always
almost.
wondered that. Like, I never find it on any of the forums. Like, if someone's ever really figured
Well,
it out.
they've done some back of the napkin math. I believe you can level all the way up to 30 from 1 if you want to. It's
Slayers?
12:30, so about 90 minutes. I mean, you have to do some quests to get to Slayers,
Yeah, no, I understand.
but like if you wanted to, you could get to the Explorer Zone in Korthos Island and the Slayer Zone in Keep on the Borderlands. And I think you could start there, and you could basically just explore Zone all the way up. There may be.
Doing a stream, just doing Slayers like that?
I think that would be the most boring streams of all time.
I think it'd be cool because it's different. You know what I mean? I like different, so.
Yeah, I mean, the problem isn't that it's different. The problem is it's different for like the first 10 minutes, and then it becomes the same thing for a long time, you know?
Because there's times where I'll turn on different streams. I'm like, hey, what are they doing today? I'm like, oh, look, they're doing Vaughn 1 again. Next. What are they doing today? Oh, they're doing the first Ravenloft again. Next. What are they doing? Restless Isles? I'll watch this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand that, but it's certainly a long, very repetitive thing, you know?
Oh, I figured out why I can't give you Amazon Prime. I figured it out. Cameron gave it to her friend who's got a Twitch thing where she dresses all sexy and she has like 10 million viewers.
Oh, what a monster.
So that's why I was like, what's going on? Why is it not working? So she knew the whole time. She kept saying, I'll fix it, I'll fix it. I was like, what's going on? This can't be right. I was going to go on the phone with Amazon and call them like, what am I doing wrong? And she finally confessed.
That's funny.
I'm like, you sneaky little bird. You little sneaky devil. I'm like, why are you giving it to your friend? She's got like 8,000 followers or some crazy amount. Well, she does at work. She does this for a living. I go, but look at Sam. Look at who. She's like, well, you've been getting it to him for months, and she's never gotten it. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever.
I mean, it's fine. I am not a person that's like, you have to give it to me. When somebody tells me that they're not using it, to me it's like, hey man, you realize you're just throwing money on the ground, right? Like somebody out there deserves that. Not necessarily deserves, but you should give that money to somebody. So if you are somebody that has an Amazon Prime and you're not supporting one of the streamers, it doesn't have to be me at all.
I mean, for years I did that. I didn't know you could do that for people. For probably 2-3 years. I had no idea. So you told me.
Yeah, so like when you're leaving money on the ground, then I'm like, hey man, you should take the time, sign this up, give it to somebody. It doesn't have to be me. I of course appreciate it, but it doesn't have to be me. It could be anybody. And I've got 2 friends right now who have family members who both have Amazon Prime, and they're like, oh yeah, one's I think one is a individual's parents and the other one is an individual's brother, and both of them are like, oh yeah, they don't even know what Twitch is. I'm like, well, you guys need to get that information. Give that money to somebody. Again, it doesn't. I would appreciate it. I would love it to be me, but you gotta give that to you gotta get that money to somebody. Otherwise, you know. And the thing that I always use for them is like, otherwise Bezos is keeping it. And you're giving them, because neither one of them wants Bezos to have an extra $5 a month. Like, otherwise Bezos is getting $5 more. And they're like, no!
You gotta read your viewers' chat. It's hella funny.
King For's or Suburbia Thunderstorm challenges and pots can get you from 20 to 30. I think, yeah, it's very, very close.
That's
very,
crazy.
very close.
10 levels just for Slayers, man. That's pretty cool.
Well, and again, I know a lot of people who you can get big jumps in there.
Here's the question. Do you think a lot of people don't know that?
No, I think a lot of people do that.
So I assumed right before you guys told me now, like, you don't really get too much out of it. Now it's like, wow, you get a lot out of it.
A lot of people will they'll straight up start in Slayers or whatever. We already did that one. I think I'm going to start Gianthold stuff.
Give
Salam.
HJ directly, that's awesome. Yeah, Bezos and the other guy's got bad taste in women. Their wives are not,
I can't go all the way to... Oh, 30 can't... this is not a place I can go to 30, though. Shoot. No.
Yeah, Boxer, I'm hecka bad at doing sagas, man. I forget like which ones are hooked into where, and I always forget.
Yeah, we can't do this on with a 30. So I need to find something that we can do with a 30.
Like the Giant Hole saga, they're all in Giant Hole. You get those other sagas, you gotta go to like 18 different places, and you forget like, oh, I gotta go to House D and pick up this one, go back to House K and do the quest.
We
Then
could go
to
do the Feywild stuff, Tlab. I don't know it very well, and I know that you keep going on about it. And since I do have a doctor's appointment in like 90 minutes, then that'll give us a good like cutoff point before I want to like puke. If you don't want to jump in right now, I will start Giant Hole. I'll give you a minute to decide what you want to do. Alright, let's go do Giant Hole then.
I'll be right back.
Sounds good. What's the first Giant Hold quest there that I always do? It's not Cabal for 1. It's the other one. Well, it's Tuesday, so I imagine he's going to be raiding. It's like he'll log on and start to raid before Feast or Famine. That's the one. He'll log on without even saying anything and be in a raid. Why am I so... I can't find... Oh wait, it's a 13, isn't it? It's base 13. That's why I can't find it. Feast or Famine. R question mark, because I'll probably do like 3. At least that'll give something to do. Alright, my friend, have a good day. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate you as always. Appreciate you as always.
We're going where to do what? That sounds amazing!
That does sound amazing. Holy S. So I think we're going to do like R3s. Boxer, if you're still interested, LFM's up. Just something a little bit different. Start working towards the Giant Hold Epic Saga. You know how it is. I think we can get away with like an R3 with a hireling babysitting us. We'll have to be careful in some places, but it should be okay. Our babysitter doesn't have death ward, so we have to drink our own death ward potion. There's a word for that, and the word is gross, but so be it. Oh, this didn't increase. I would have thought it would have. Psst. Psst. Come here. And around the corner. Oh yeah. I need to work Trip into my rotation. Not that we can ever make it land, but at least there's a chance that it could do something. Kind of like all those memes. You're telling me there's a chance. You are in fact telling me there's a chance. Yeah, we're gonna need. We need our babysitter to be a little bit more on point, I think, for this setting. Nope, we are in trouble. We are in danger. Hi, can I please have things happen? There we go. More danger? Dear hireling, please pay attention to my life total. Well, I'm glad that she kept herself alive. When these guys come around the corner, things are gonna get real. Unfortunately, we don't have, like, displacement or... I mean, we could probably get a blur. I don't know, I really was hoping to work it in from the Fade Arc Illusionist, but we just couldn't make it work, unfortunate. Would have been nice. Would have been nice to have the Fade Arc Illusionist perma blur. Alright, well, I mean, I was more than willing to wait and do something else.
Too bad. I'll miss them.
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to deal with all sorts of shenanigans here. We've got to get our MMR up. The only real way to do that is going to be the 29 gear. Don't have a good way between now. That's the other spell I was going to get more of. Don't have a good way between now and then to kind of like get moving.
Terrific. We're off on an adventure.
I feel you, bud. I said, don't worry about it too much. Hey, welcome. I said, hopefully I'll be able to catch the circle of goodness. Welcome, Feast and Famine. Why are we not making this leap today? Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to raids, obviously. I mean, I try to get whatever raids in I can. There's just raids that I don't know very well yet, so I have not been pugging. I mean, I'll do all those. Oh, my hireling is taking her sweet time.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Cam got back, brought dinner. So they're eating dinner in there. We hang out with you.
Oh, man.
So it's supposed to come back.
So,
in
what's on for
a couple
today?
of weeks
Creatures
to the
slay,
States,
evil overlords to depose.
but I don't know if we're gonna be able to. Or I mean, I am gonna be able to. I haven't missed my fishing trip on Valentine's Day weekend in like 22 years. I made it like all those straight,
Well,
so kind of bummed out. Stupid COVID.
out here in the United States, it's only going to get worse. Although it sounds like over in Britain, it's only going to get worse also.
Yeah, they got another strain here. It's thicker.
Yeah, they're saying that the UK strain is going to be here and it'll become the dominant strain very soon.
And everybody here, dude, is I told Karen in the beginning, I said everybody's very friendly. It's not like, you know, I mean,
Well, especially from Los
Yeah.
Angeles.
let's put it this way: the neighbors that are like full neighbors, the couple, they give us their house key.
Yeah.
They're like, we ever leave, we watch the house, we want you to watch our house. I'm like, they've done this for like 3-4 weeks. You know, everybody's super like, man, the neighbors. So a couple days ago, I was out front in the morning having coffee, about 8 a.m. And this Range Rover was backing out of this parking, the underground parking structure. The house across from us has their underground parking for their garages. And there's paparazzi everywhere, dude. They pulled up like cops, a SWAT team, getting out with cameras and video. I'm like, well, who the hell is this? So I can see the girl's pretty good looking. I can see she got big sunglasses on. I'm like, who the hell is this? So about 10 minutes later, they all leave. They're chasing her down the street. An older man comes out. He's like, no, leash her. So he's like waving at me. Sorry, you know, sorry about the disturbance. And I'm like, walked over to him like, hey, what's going on? He's like, oh, they're just after my daughter. I'm like, oh, who's your daughter? He's like, Chloe Kahn. I'm like, I know who she is. Once he said that, I automatically knew who she was. I'm like, oh, I never heard of her. He's like, yeah, she's this, that, and the other. I know exactly who she is. I've seen her in LA a couple times at some big events. So she was on Big Brother England, and she's like really, really hot. She's like Persian descent, but raised in Britain.
Uh-huh.
And she's got like Instagram, like OnlyFans. She's been married like 3 times for like a month apart. Has like a 9-year-old kid, but she's like super good looking, dude. So that she was visiting her parents, so the paparazzi was chasing her, looking for her, finding her. The paparazzi here is like nothing like it is in LA. LA, they're kind of bad and they're kind of sneaky. Here, they really do hound you. Like they are, they don't have any laws here for them.
I can't wait to tell the
Like
stories of
back
our
in the States now,
travels.
there's paparazzi laws, what they can and can't do.
Right.
Not here, boy. They don't care. They'll block you in like an intersection. They'll block cars around you, and they'll just take pictures until they're done.
Right.
So, yeah, she's super. I told Cameron, and she's like, she knew who she was. And she's like, I go, I gotta go meet her. She's like, don't even think about it. You're not even going near that girl.
Right?
Because supposedly she wants to be a singer, supposedly. She's like, that's not even happening. I don't trust her. I'm like, you don't even know her. I'm like, you think I would give up 6 years with you, moving to London with you, all this stuff here, just to have a escapade with her? She goes, you need to be super famous because she's super famous. I don't want you anywhere near paparazzi pictures of that person. I'm like, oh, it's okay, fine. Whatever.
So, what was death like?
But yeah, you should look her up, man. She's pretty outstanding.
Yeah, I don't know.
But she's definitely at the, because she's like 31, I think, or 30-ish around there. And she's like definitely, I mean, she's in Dubai all the time. Vegas with like these rich millionaires that take care and buy her stuff. And so she's one of those, she's like a pampered princess kind of girl. So she would have no fun with me.
World takes all types, my friend.
No, I agree. I got no. I'm like, make your money, man. I don't care what you do. You're making a profit. You're not hurting anybody. Go for it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just my thinking. Hey, if Sam wants to do an OnlyFans and you're like, you know, topless in a bikini or something, and people want to see it and make money, do it.
You gotta be careful. Talab will hear, and then next thing you know, I'll be harassed for the whole rest of the evening. Only partially, I'm kidding. I cannot. Between him and Nate,
Yeah, Nate would do it. Nate would
I'm
do it.
surprised that I don't actually already have a feet OnlyFans. I'm gonna get smoked.
OnlyFans fan page?
Yeah, just for feet pics apparently.
That'd be super cool.
Oh,
Taking
lag.
some damage there. What's going on, buddy?
I just got completely frozen. There was no moving.
Oh, the lag
There's
kind of thing?
there's been like some weird lag the last couple of days, like more so than usual.
Friend.
Now here's the thing: when I play Rangers, I can never get my AC good. I just can't ever seem to get it to where like I don't get beat, like taking damage like that.
Yeah,
When I
armor
play
classes.
Wizards and other things, like fighters, I seem to do a lot better.
Yeah, Rangers are definitely a little bit of a glass cannon in that regard, I think.
Glass cannon, that's a good one. There you go. I thought maybe it was just me.
No, I think it's the.
It's because they're light armor only, right? They're not medium, right? It's light only.
I mean, you could wear medium, but you give up evasion to be able
Evasion,
to
yeah.
do it. Oh my god, my hireling's just gonna take too long to come down here. Alright, I'm gonna throw this pea puddle.
Where's your group of people that are helping you?
Well, the barbarian just got here, and the other two are still on their way.
Oh, okay, they're not in the question. I got you.
It looks like they have stepped in, but they're still basically at the very beginning.
So I have a build request that you guys need to help me with. Okay, so I gotta do an inquisitive, and I gotta do some type of trapper. So I was thinking, like, hardy wizard maybe. So
That's
I like
strong.
doing the undead, so I can have some healing naturally. Because the group I play with, they're not the best at like using UMD to do heal scrolls. Like two of them like refuse to use it, to use UMD.
Okay.
So you're stuck with like one other guy who like I always had UMD in the
A
group,
nice
and
quiet
I'm always like
moment
I would
for
always
you
do
about
that.
the story of your adventures.
So I'm like I want to be able to at least ready people, do some self healing.
Well, there's.
We do some Reaper ones sometimes, but just elite. So I gotta kind of build for Reaper too.
Right. Well,
So I
the
was thinking,
the
six
build that
wizards
I
maybe,
use
so-
for my. The build I use for the Road Most Taken series.
Yeah.
That's kind of probably what you're looking at. You know, it's that it's the Artie Wizard 18-2 build, runs the undead form in auras, but doesn't
Okay,
run.
so you do more wizard than you do arty.
Correct. I do
This is gonna
18-2.
It's gonna be a second lifer though, and with some Reaper.
Should still be
And not
fine.
great. Okay. Cause I've crafted some my own trapping gear, like 6 level versions.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I could basically afford to do.
Well,
Get me to where I get to like the T-lock ring and stuff like that. And, you know.
yeah, I was gonna say
I
once
have,
you.
I have some of those for 10, 12 level. I have to get ready, but
Yeah, you get to your key lock ring and or the level 15. Like there's some goggles.
I have spyglass. I have the spyglass. I have that stuff.
Yeah, like you just got to get
So I was
yourself to
thinking-
the point.
I was thinking like 7 wizard, 13 arty. How would that work?
I feel like if you're gonna do that, you might as well just be an arty
Okay.
and just be pure.
But I can't trust people in the group to do healing all the time, so I have to really heal myself.
Well, you could do.
I can't be a robot because the rest is fleshy.
No, you could do the. One, you'll be able to throw potions, right?
Yeah.
The
so
healing
yeah,
potions. But 2, you'll also be able to do. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Yeah. What about like a cleric arty or a favorite soul arty or something?
Again, you could mix and match. I never put more than 2 levels of Artie in any builds that I'm splashing. So with Artie, for me, I'm either like basically pure or like an X2. That's just kind of how I think of things. But what the hell is it called? Where you construct essence? So you heal a little less from healing spells, but you can reconstruct yourself.
Okay.
So you could like, you can get quite a bit of healing that way, I guess is what I'm trying to say. With not.
What about doing rogue and wizard?
You could do that, but if
Use
you're
it on,
if you're going to already be,
rune armor, aren't you?
yeah, like I feel like if you're already going to be ranged, you might as well grab the extra little bit from the rune arm. You're giving up like maybe.
Is rune armor better than the sneak attack?
It varies, I guess.
Legendary.
Like it depends. on the situation, like everything.
My characters in this group are always like multifaceted guys. Like I can do UMD scrolls, I can do this, I can heal, I can. I always have to be that kind of guy.
Or you can still be that kind of guy if you want. Like a
we
pure
have
arty.
we have a pure fighter that's sword and board. We have a pure barbarian that's is great axe. We have a druid that's doing caster druid. And then we have a girl that plays she's an old lady, she plays rangers with bows, that's all she plays.
Right.
But she doesn't like take like info, like we're like, hey, here's a +8 wisdom hat, it'll help with your paralyzing. Oh, but that's where I got my strength thing. I'm like, but you don't, this has nothing to do with your build. And she just.
Well, I mean, you still need to have some strength. Make sure that you don't get rigged.
Paralyzing, but she's a paralyzing, which always uses paralyzing arrows. We're trying to like say, hey, this will help you paralyzing. Instead of having that 18 strength, you have a 18 wisdom, you still have a 15 strength.
Right.
So it's not hurting her, you know what I mean?
Sure. And some people, they see that logic, and some people don't.
So we always make way with that, because, you know, she does paralyze stuff a lot, she does a good job, but, you know, if you could paralyze her for 5 more seconds, a Reaper, when we're already fighting 2 Reapers, it would be helpful.
Right.
That's all.
No, I get you. No, I would... There's numerous things that you can look at. Again, for me, I'm a guy who... Is there another chest like way down here? Yeah, there's another chest way back here, guys.
Isn't this the best part?
Like, I don't have green steel, but I'm the one in the group saying, hey, we should do a lot more of this so we can make some green steel items. They're like, what's green steel? And I can tell them what it is, how it's better, it's this and that. They're like, oh, this sounds like too much work, I don't really need it. I'm like, what the heck, man, what's wrong with these people?
It's work. Some people...
Well, but we do TRs, we TR, and then we're in another group where we're all 6 lives. We're in our 6th life. But we don't do much avail. So it's like, man, we could do this and we like make ourselves so much better. And I can't go do it myself because that means I'd be like having too many levels banked, or I'd be doing this stuff for like basically free and not getting any experience.
Right.
So you're kind of like stuck and like, dude, what do I do?
Yeah, I mean, if you're in a static group and you can't talk the group into doing doing that stuff, then probably just don't get to.
The only thing cool is that the girl that does the ranger, she gets all the collectibles, and she gets them all to me. So I got tons of collectibles and essences so I can craft stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think you just try again. Like, hey, why don't we give some of this stuff a shot and see what happens? And
well, I'll show. I even showed one of your videos where you had like a piece of your green steel on the screen, like what it looks like, you know? I think it was like your Jagger, I think. I was like, look, I put it in our Discord. Look at that. See how good that is? And I said, it's probably not really hard to make. I mean, I have a lot of green steel blanks, but I never like made green steel because
it's a...
I can never find groups that want to do it because I was like, oh no, I'm on my 6th life, I only do it once in life. I'm like, dude, we can run like 2 more times, I can get some shit. Sorry, language.
Yeah, if you like talk to people and kind of get them interested, maybe. I don't know. I don't do a lot with static groups, so it's hard for me to like.
I mean, the one guy was like, I like my Holy 4 Tendon Slice 6. I think it's better than that dagger. I'm like, it's not even close to better than that dagger he's using. Are you crazy?
Yeah. I mean,
stuff like that I deal with. I'm like, wow.
I mean, having cool toys is cool, right? Like, and you take the time to make it, and you have a variety sometimes, but it's not for everybody, especially not like a double green steel, double shard.
And I'm just trying to find a way to like make it where it seems cool and easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta like talk to him like, hey, how about this life we do this?
Hey, another question. Do you think that the Inquisitive, when they shoot, do you think they shoot slow in the beginning, like they don't shoot right away very fast? Or is it me?
I think the rate of fire on Inquisitive is fine. They're just
When I
like...
use my repeater, it fires fast, quick, boom, 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 like real fast. The Inquisitive's like click, 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 click,
Well,
click, click,
it's because
click,
they're...
click, click. I'm like, why is it so slow?
It's the same over the course of, like, 10 seconds or whatever. Like, it's roughly the same amount of shots. The difference is that a repeater is... It's front-loaded, I guess would be the way to put it. We're,
in his greed for life, and failed again when he brought me back, drenched in madness.
I'm trying to think how to, like, put it.
Evil.
But,
When he dies, it will
be-
be
Yeah, I actually like the Great Crossbow Rogue. I like that build a lot. The Great Crossbow's pretty powerful, man. It's pretty good.
yeah, auto trips are good.
worry not for
But, yeah, it's just, it's different. Like, the way it kind of comes together.
I feel like I gotta start shooting before like the fight starts to get it to go into sequence correctly.
I wouldn't think that's the case. It's just, instead of taking like 3 seconds to load your 4 shots or whatever, instead you're taking like half a second to load your first shot, and so it's like, it spaces out. But because
Okay.
you're shooting 2 shots at the same time, they tend to be a little bit more potent.
Gotcha. Alright, I thought maybe there's something bugged or something was wrong. It just doesn't
No,
seem
I
like
don't,
it's
I
fair.
don't think so. I
That's
don't
all.
think there's a
That's all.
problem. Do people want to do traps, or do you want to skip the traps?
I can do traps if you want.
Alright, sounds good. We'll do traps then.
So are those people in your group, are they on like the games chat?
Yeah. I don't...
Okay, so
nobody's in
talk
the... Nobody's in the Discord except for you at the moment, so...
Gotcha. Okay. That's how you're talking now. You just have a room left, you basically push to talk to them sometimes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I have a... Discord's on it. Everything that I say comes out, and then,
So when I'm talking to you, does the people in your group hear me, or just people in your channel hear me?
only people in the channel should hear it.
Okay, okay, gotcha.
Doesn't mean that it may not work that way, but it shouldn't.
So if you held down your button to talk to them and I was talking, they would hear me, obviously.
It's quite possible that they could hear you over
Or
that.
there's anything.
I cannot get my Intimidate to land, sorry.
Oh, and this bro too can hear me, right on.
Yeah, you get to hear them. The people in the chat can hear you. The people on the stream. That's what I meant.
Nice, they can hear all my dilemmas and weird problems. Right
Correct.
on!
Correct.
I love it.
Can I please get an Intimidate to land? Like, maybe just a little?
Yeah, it's funny because there's so many people in the world that have such horrible problems, and like my problems are like not even anything significant. You know what I mean?
Well, first world problems are still problems, right? Like,
Well, you know what I mean. It's like
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, just because
I
something's
don't
a
take-
problem for you,
I'm very humble. I don't take it for granted. I tell you that for one thing.
just because something is a problem for you doesn't mean that it's not a problem. It just means that it's a smaller problem, you know? No, it's just like, this is the first time in many years that I've had a credit card. Right? Like, my wife and I, we went debt-free except for the houses and my student loan. Like, for a long time. Right? Like, we just haven't had those problems. Well, we got the dog. We're like, you know, this is a little pricey. We can afford X number of dollars. And they came and told us the sticker shock of the dog. And I was like, "Urgh!" But I was like, this is...
Was it 800 bucks? What was it?
Well, we got $100 off for making an appointment. And because of Martin Luther King weekend, all dogs were at least $400 off. Our dog was $500 off.
Nice.
She was $5,000 originally.
My English bulldog I want's like $2,000. I'm like, man, I just don't know.
I mean, again, I realize that part of me is still mad that Jersey passed away so unexpectedly.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm blaming a lot of it on where we got him from and not knowing his genetic history.
That's true.
And
some of these puppy mills are bad, dude. They just crossbreed them like crazy and they lie on their paperwork.
Right. And he didn't have any paperwork and stuff like that. So, like, you didn't know, right? And it could be that he was sick. It could be that and just never shared it. I think this trap box is over here. If this trap is here, I don't know if it's here.
Are you Pure Ranger or are you trapping too?
I'm a Pure Ranger.
No,
I'm
it's not here.
not gonna be. I'll have to be pure again next life, but I think I'm gonna be able to trap starting the next go around the wheel.
How do you like the Scourge with the Mace's damage? It looks like it's pretty good on your screen. It's like you're damage.
I don't know. It seems medium.
I
Like,
haven't
Barely
seen
your
it.
two-handed one, I'll tell you that. I'm watching it.
It's not as bad as I would think it is, but because there's not like really good maces or morning stars available, I have to use the
Did you craft one or something?
the ethereal ones from Keep on the Borderlands. Like, that's just like the best melee, like the best weapon that I have access to at this level for.
Can you craft like one with double shard maces or something?
Like,
put like fire and acid gems on each side.
I
Do
wouldn't-
10d6 per hit. I mean,
I could craft something different if I had like a double, like if I had a double shard or a double augment Morningstar mace or something. Like, it's possible that I could build something that does a little bit better.
I bought a ton of double slot items on Kalanus for some reason. Someone's been selling double slotted like all the weapons for 4 shards. That's all. So I got like double slotted maces and daggers and kukris and longbows. Everything you think of. Light
Yeah.
crossbow, heavy crossbow, repeaters, great crossbows. I got tons of them. Like, shoot, I got like 5,000 shards. They're just sitting there not really being used too much. Rerolling chests here and there. Like, hey, you know what? Let's just stock up and craft some stuff. Like level guys, like medium level guys. It works well.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's weird. I don't honestly know. I don't plan on being this forever. So, like, I'll probably do this style-ish build for at least one more of the 2 Ranger lives, or 3 Ranger lives that we'll do. Scourge
How
lives
do
that
you
we'll
think
do.
it would be how you do your like wizard and then like your 2 levels or something?
Hang on one
Well, you
second.
did, like,
Hang on one
yeah,
second, Bila. I'm sorry, I missed your comment.
Do you have SOM?
SLM. I'm not sure what SLM you're abbreviating it means.
I thought you said FOM.
Oh, FOM. Yes, I have FOM. Sorry. The in-game chat is very, very quiet for me. I apologize.
It's alright, you got me to help. Sorry.
No, it's just in-game chat is always a mixed bag. Either someone's 1,000 octaves, or I can barely hear them at all. And they're almost always the other way around. I don't know why. And their default to turn all the way up. Everybody is always defaulted to all the way up. I cannot for the life of me figure out why. Can't hear why it's like that.
Yeah, I wonder how like a wizard, like a 9 ranger to get all the 2 weapon feats and invasion, and like the rest of level wizard would be. The 2 weapon fighting ranger wizard.
So I used to do something similar like that. It was like a couple levels. It wasn't that many. It was like 3 or 4 or 6 or something. Like, it wasn't very deep. And I used, like, it was a dance / hold person, and then I used heavy picks.
Yeah,
Like,
critical damage. That's pretty good.
but that was way back when like auto crits happened and yada yada yada. Now I'm not sure how good that kind of thing would be. Lastly on hands.
Yeah, I like the picks, man. That times 5 is pretty nice.
Alright, let's see. People are shrining. I guess I will also shrine them. Get my lone hands back. Picks are base times 4, not times 5. Different ones are different values, right? But you probably correct. They are base.
I thought the light picks were 4. The heavy ones were 5, I thought.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably wrong. I'm always wrong this game. Sorry.
It's a fun fact of life, right?
I'm just like, whatever, you're right, okay.
Hey, welcome.
That was fun. I look forward to
Hello,
working
Rob.
with you in the future.
Hey, not come through, buddy. Nope.
I don't know. I'm definitely a person that you have to have a really good reason to do. If you're not going to do like 18-2, you have to have a very good reason to be doing what it is you're doing. That makes sense. So.
I'm also trying to think about what race I need to make that character too.
Well, again, if you go like pure arty, you could be any fleshy race, right? Because then you can take I'm half robot. But if you go like if you go int based, I would recommend gnome.
Yeah.
I know. I will be doing a pure arty. Well, it probably won't be pure. It'll probably end up being some sort of one level of something weird because, like, it'll end up on a like a weird one of these weird iconic lives. But I don't know. I like pure arties. I like them a lot. I always have.
I do too. You can make caster arties do tons of electrical damage, you know?
I don't know how much they do, but I suppose with Indraconic with your lightning stuff, it could be really fun. I don't know how much it would actually do things.
There's one guy in a stream that I was watching, it was some random people that were streaming, and the guy was pure arty, he was like level 11, he was using the highest level SLA they have, and he was just like chain lightning freaking just blasting everybody up, man. I was like, whoa.
Well, you get your spell power up high enough, like you can do a lot with it. You know, I mean, even little spells, and you've got like 1,000 the appropriate damage type add up.
Oh, I have a ice sword I've been playing in another group, and like my snowball swarm does tons of damage because I have like a 600 glaciation thing, spell power.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like you get up there, you can do a lot. You get your crit chance up really high. Like you don't have to be like the world's greatest sword to like be able to be a spellcaster. It certainly helps, but get some stuff done. Hey Zylo, what's up, buddy? Oh man. come you're auto-spotting the right one but not the left one? Are you wearing an eye patch? Can you just turn your head slightly more to the left? DDO glitch.
They need to make spears in this game. They have a plastic and throw spears.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
I know that they... Like,
monsters throw spears at you, so why can't you throw spears at them?
Yes. They were asking Jerry about spears the other day, and...
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, things about weapon types are more complicated. I honestly would like to see them come up with a spell like hurl weapon. So your melee weapon gets thrown.
There you go.
Takes all your stuff. Like that's a I don't want to say classic, but that is essentially a classic pen and paper D&D spell that I think would be really good in DDO. And you can get that graphic to accidentally do that. Like, I bet there's probably somebody who knows a trick to make it happen consistently, but if you, like, are attacking and switch to your ranged weapon, your animation will get kind of, like, janked up, and it'll try to hurl your weapon.
That in one of their racial trees? They can throw boulders on things? Is there someone that does that?
There's people who throw boulders. Like, there's a couple of different things that throw boulders, but...
Okay, I thought that sounded right. I think
Gnomes, I think, have a ranged trip that's a throw boulder.
Is that who it is? Okay, I knew it was somebody had something. I was thinking it was half orc or something. I think I had a big boulder or something, but no, sounds right. Do something like that, right? Take that spell and like make it better, right?
Well, so again, from my perspective, like if I'm like this melee wizard, right? Having the ability to take my awesome weapon, throw it, and stab somebody in the face, like over there, and then have it return back to me so I can go back to using it in melee, is a cool, flavorful thing, as well as potentially a great spell. Right? So, like, I used to have a character in pen and paper. His name was Crunk. He was the most multi-classed mutt you've ever seen. He was, like, back in 3.5, you had, the rule was you had to be within two levels of your highest class, except for prestige classes, right? So, like, I was a wizard, but I was also a barbarian, a fighter. Like, I literally had one or two of all sorts of classes until I met the prerequisites for Rage Mage, which is a prestige class, so I was able to, like, go higher in Rage Mage. So, I was, like, 3 levels of wizard, or no, 5 levels of wizard, I don't remember exactly. But I was a wizard, and one of the things that I would do is I would have my Orcish Words of Power, which would... One of them was cast Enlarge Person, which means that you're back in 3.5, or third and 3.5, meant your weapon dice went up a notch. So I used a Great Axe, and it went up a notch, so it was like 2D or 3D6 or something.
Check over here.
And then you get to use like your strength modifier and all your other attributes apply to it. And any like enchantments you put on it, like you buff it up temporary stuff. Alright, 1, 2, 3 XP. Why can I not click on this now? Here we go. Alright, you guys want to do like Maze of Madness and Trial by Fury, or whatever it's called, Trial by Fire? Or do you want to come over here and do the last one over here? I can never think what it's called now. Crucible.
Yeah, I always thought like if you have like a great crossbow or you're doing dueling crossbow.
Yeah, I can do the swim.
Within melee range, you should be able to hit it with your crossbow.
Sure,
That's
that's
the way to do
good.
that too.
Alright, then we'll go do Crucible then. Yeah, I mean, I think that there's some stuff that would be really cool in DDO that they could add now. I feel like why we don't have instantaneous fly still, I think is just a matter of them not wanting to give it to wizards for no reason. Like, Sorks can already do it. Lots of races can already do it. Hell, anybody can with this spring attack if you want to spend the feats. I just don't understand why wizards don't have it.
I agree with that.
Um,
And like how Dimension Door works on like Slayer zones. It should work like it works weird.
I mean, it works the way that the spell works. It works like when you enter the zone, that's where you come back to. So if you like exit a zone or enter a zone at a certain spot, that's where you come back to. Hang on. Wifey and I need to farm tokens of the 12. Recommendations. I like not offering of blood. I like Bargain of Blood. That quest in House Deneth that's actually located in the Explorer area off the marketplace. It's a full token if you do it on like Reaper or Elite. And it takes like no time. I'm not talking about fly, like totally fly. Instantaneous fly is like a leap. Hey, Metalina? I didn't get this updated yet, but we just stepped into Crucible. Oh, sweet. Okay. Instantaneous fly would be the equivalent of
Like a forward jump.
right. It would be the same thing as abundant leap.
Yeah,
Or wings or whatever. Again, everybody basically has access to it in a direct manner. It's a wizard spell. It lasts one turn.
I think fighters should have it. They got so much strength and they're so powerful. They should be
Well,
able to run and
fighters
jump.
could take spring attack.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so like they do have access to it through sneak attack. Alright, these should be good.
Yeah, I like the Rangers, but like I said, my time playing Rangers, I always think, man, I get hit a lot, man. It's like, geez, can I get some better armor, please, or something?
Yeah, well, and part of it's if you're in light armor, you only get to go so far. There's not like the MMR bonuses that
Filtering bonuses, yeah.
or PRR bonuses that some of the other races have or classes have access to. Yeah, it's like what's my PRR right now? Like less than 100? No, it's 157. I still feel like I'm getting hit like a truck.
You're getting hit like a lot more than I usually see you get hit.
Yeah, I just
Is there something not turned on or something you're not using?
I honestly don't know. Like everything feels on. I just feel like I'm getting hit like getting hit super hard.
Your poor friend. I hope you get better.
No, I don't want fly. I want a instantaneous fly, which is like abundant leap. Abundant leap, Titan. Like the monk ability, like favorite soul leap, like dragon leap, like
Spring attack.
spring attack. There's literally like 1 million different things that people use to fly around the screen for a turn or an action. Wind Dance, yes. That should be a 3rd level spell called Instantaneous Fly. Why it's not? Just it's a holdover from a different time. I'm not saying that we should be able to fly around the whole quest area. That would break how the game's designed.
Can you see your screen on your Twitch, what you're looking at?
And I see my screen.
Because I'm watching your screen, like where you get your YouTube viewers where they do chat. It's
Mhm.
over where your characters are in your group, so you can't really see what they're saying. From my view. That's
Oh, I just need to turn or lift this up is what you're
move it,
saying.
move it, yeah, move it around. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I end up moving that thing around all the time, so
Okay.
because I just grab it and pull it around like.
Far too soon.
Just making sure your stream is perfectly correct, my friend.
I appreciate. I could put it elsewhere too, I suppose, but it just always seems to be the spot that makes the most sense to me. Is my hireling not right here? Should be right here.
Yeah, tight as I got that Camaro. Man, I want the same Camaro, but I want the convertible. So we got to California, I gotta have a convertible, man. There's no point to have a hard top.
I don't know, man. I guess maybe not in Colorado or California.
I miss my Land Cruiser, man. Having no top, no doors. Sitting in storage.
Your Jeep. Buy a new Jeep while you're there.
I was looking at getting like there's this like 65 Austin Healey on its website. It's pretty dope. A little 2-seater cruiser.
Looks like she's gonna work the.
But it's in Michigan, so it cost me like $4 grand to have it sent here, plus the cost of the car. I'm like, yeah, I'll just screw around it if I need to.
I don't know, man. People like California.
I love California.
I'm not a California. I don't think I would be a California person, but I could see why people like it.
Surfing on one day and then after that go snow skiing the same day. It's pretty dope.
We're ready for the lever.
Like when I was living in Nashville, I was like, man, I miss the ocean. I miss that. I miss this. I can't go snow skiing here. I can't go wakeboarding here. So there's no, I mean, not wakeboarding, but surfing and stuff like bike surfing. I'm stuck. Like, fishing is great, but.
Yeah. I bet your father's very appreciative of you taking the time to do this. Alright.
I lived in Texas too. I love Texas. It was dope.
We're ready for I again.
Lived in Dallas. Lived outside of Houston.
And then you can come with us. I don't know, man. I'm just a person that as long as people are being good to each other, I'm down.
Some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life were in Wichita, man. Some great people. I have some friends I still talk to all the time that live in Wichita. So I've been to your great state. Been in Colorado, shoot, man, so many times. Flown to the airport in Denver.
Okay, please.
Colorado Springs, Aspen.
Okay, please.
Only state I never cared for. Only place I never ever liked was New York City. I just never, I don't know. I literally met people that never like went to New Jersey, went across the bridge. I'm like, dude, it's like right across their whole life. It's like living in San Francisco, never going to Oakland. It's literally across the Bay Bridge. It's like 4 miles away, but they've never like.
Okay, please.
Okay, please.
Yeah, I don't know. How do I have 2 of these and neither one of them happens to be the bloody one that I want to do? Well, I know how, but I'm gonna go run around, put Snake in, and then I'll be right back.
Wait till you go to New York, Sam. I think you're not gonna like it.
I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna
City,
go to.
city.
I don't even know if I'm gonna go to New York City. I might just go to New York State and call it close enough.
State's different, yeah. There's nice people. I met some cool people. There are Catskills and stuff like that. Buffalo, but the city, man.
I mean, it's totally possible that I'll go up there and fall in love. Like, I'm sure there's some sightseeing that I would like to do, like maybe a day trip.
Oh yeah, the Empire State Building, go to Rutgers. I get the bit. Like this way, I met a person there one time. My phone had died, so I didn't know the time. I asked the person on the street what time it was. He told me to F off and get a watch. That's what I got.
Well, I mean, you should F off and get a watch.
But I'm saying, I went to the bar. I want to buy everybody a drink at the bar because I'm in New York, California, having a good time. People are telling me to go back. Like, we don't want your drink. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Why is everybody so sour and like, you can't be happy in the world or what?
Because you live in a place where everything's terrible.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't get that. So like, I had a bad experience when I go there. When I have to go there, I was like, I go at work, I leave. I don't like want to go and do anything there.
In again. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna travel all over the place. Nobody needs to worry about that. I will. People are gonna get tired of seeing me. Well, I plan on being around or on the bus literally for decades, so I'll be around. Alright, the middle is open.
So, you're doing sort of this whole thing, this with Cam's job, us eventually maybe getting married. Oh my god, I can't believe I said that. Makes me want to vomit.
You gotta get it done, man.
Shh. She hasn't been saying anything about it, or kids or nothing since we've been here. It's weird.
She's caught up in her...
I think she's worked so much and sees so much and doing so much and working so much that how can we have one? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not feasible.
Well, it takes time and effort, that's for sure.
It takes hours in a day, but when she's working like from 2 a.m. to 3 p.m., 5 days a week, and on Saturday she's working an 8-hour shift, how are you gonna raise it? How are you gonna have a newborn? I can't do it. I gotta work. You know what I'm saying? So
Takes work.
that's what I'm saying. So I told her, you gotta get your career done, or a stable job, where you're having to be full time, then that's the next step in life. It's not like your loser friends that did it all reversed, now they're all miserably divorced and kids.
I mean, I don't know. We had Remington, probably not the best timing in the world, but got it done. Have our kids while we're still young. Get it done. We had the energy to go to all the stupid things, you know. Like, my kid, thankfully, other than football, he quit like every sport that he decided he was going to try. So we didn't have to like do too much stuff, but yeah, my kid just...
I love my niece for that. She likes basketball, soccer. She wishes she could play football, but you know, she was in the league. She's trying to be a pro women's football player. But like Cam's friends, they're all just like hopeless romantics. Oh, if I have a kid, it'll fix our relationship. That's their mentalities. And they all fail. All of them.
For some people, that is the way.
And it's like I told her, like, you know, you've heard my conversations with her. I told her about what we talk about. It's like, let's be realistic here. Why would you plan your life, do all this stuff, and also now you just want to stop and do this? It's like
because it's part of the circle, man.
Oh, I know, but that's why I had to talk to her. Like, look, it's not part of my circle. It'll be part of my circle one day, but it's not now.
We should have slightly more confident healer in this group. I would get rid of my hireling. Right now the healer is like, a bunch of us have access to a couple of things here and there. That's just not enough. Let's see. Titan put a picture of his dad's car in the chat. I'll take a look at it later. I will pause the video game to look at pets.
Women?
Pets?
Better say yes, dude.
I don't know if I've ever paused the chat to check out a chick. Or paused the stream, basically, to check out.
I did the other day with Cam in the car. We were driving, we were walking in the street, and I stopped. And I looked at her, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, do you honestly see what's next to me walking? She's like, oh my god, you're never going to give this up.
Hang on one second. Does anyone here just happen to have, like, a completely trashed wisdom score? If not, we'll play the loop around game. Alright. Loop around game it is.
Why did you need to ask that for? What's going on?
Because if you have like a really subpar wisdom, and you wait, it'll tell you which door it is.
Oh. Gotcha. Yeah, I never do this quest. I always skip this quest with VIP.
Yeah, I like this quest. So this one's one of the ones that I actually really like.
If GDO said, hey, we're getting rid of Crucible, I'd be like, dude, sign me up, I'll give you $100.
Nah, this one I like it. I like the quests that people find to be difficult, I guess. I don't
think it's that part. I think it's just because a lot of my characters are first, second lives, so they don't really have like that where they can take big damage and shots and stuff. And you're dead, you have to reset. Because the group I'm playing with, they don't believe in UMD scrolls and resing. They're like, oh, we'll just reset and start over for the 8th time. It's like, oh my god, if you just had to the UMD, you can cast res. It'd be so much easier.
14th time is the charm.
Like I had to show a guy the other day, greater heroes and trolls. He kept getting feared bad, so that like,
Hang on, let me get you guys your freedom movements here. Close range.
Be right back.
Alright, there we go. Let's see, did I get myself arranged? Or from? I don't think so. Alright. Formed it is. Oh no! Oh, stupid Famine Reaper. Oh my god, and the Famine Reaper like locked me in this spot. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm in I.
Too bad. I'll miss them.
Okay, let's see. Prison of the Plains is your favorite because it gives you a variety of different mobs to fight and all the different planes of existence. Yeah, I mean, Pop is fun. I can't believe that Reaper like teleported on me and slowed me mid jump. That sucked.
Are you stuck in the eyes where you can't do?
Yeah, I'm trapped in one of the eye rooms. Someone's gonna have to jump down and pull I so I can get back out. That Reaper teleported and slowed me mid-air, mid-leap. Dropped me right down this damn hole.
Can we get you?
Yep, that's good. Someone pull it one more time so we go back to the way it was and we can just get back out of here. Perfection. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Good job, by the way, cleaning the maze and whatnot. I feel like I just set this whole area out. Doesn't look like we got it. Alright, if everyone just picks a color and identifies their rune, we can knock this out really fast. Or I'll do my best to describe them using my usual number system.
I'm on red.
Red is H, I is the multi-shot or whatever is the last one, and then green is candy cane. Yeah, that one's good. Blue's good. Green is the one that's wrong. Perfect. Good job, everybody. I'm going to jump past this group of guys and I'm going to head to the swim. Someone, after you guys clear that, open the back door for me. I'd appreciate it. Whoops. Oh, Jam did it. Did it.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
What did I miss? Anything cool?
I just did the swim.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I had
Nothing like crazy.
a guitar player that I work with in our studio session last couple of days came by.
Sweet.
I talked to him. So when I do my sessions, I do them kind of differently, but if I have to get like, because this girl I'm working with is just a singer, so I have to get a guitar player, bass player, drummer, blah blah stuff. So what I do when I first get them in there, and I always buy breakfast or dinner, whatever time we start, we eat, and I always put on an album that I choose. Because people get in and they do warm up, they'll do their scales, or the girls do their scale singing or octaves, what they want to do. But I put an album on, so it gets people's like, listen to music, kind of get your juices going. So I put in Pearl Jam's 10 album, that was the first one. So we got to a song Alive, and everybody's like stoked to the album and the music, so we all decided, I asked everybody, did everybody know the song? Did everybody play it on their instruments? So we did, we jammed. And then everybody's ready after that, we're all playing, everybody's ready to start working. Gets the like, creative juices going. You know, at the end of the day, the last hour, I put another album on, so this was Back in Black. So he came and told me, he's like, hey man, I never had that happen, it's so good what we did. It's just, you know, I've never even worked with someone like that before. Just you go in there, you warm up, and you start working. You get like that. You'll get like a lull. Sometimes people get this writer's block, but this one here gets, you know, music that everybody likes. We all love it. And so he's like, hey man, I'm only going to charge you this amount of money if you ever need me to work for you again. Because I will definitely, this is so much better and easier. So it's kind of cool.
That's good. That's a good reputation to have. Like, fun to work with and effective. Like,
very effective.
Both of those things are.
And I figured it out by just when I used to coach. Like when you coach for a game, you warm up. You do layup lines, or football you stretch, and you do practice some plays, and you play. You don't go jump right into the game, you know. Same with music, same thing. I work with some people. I go in there and they're like, okay, it's noon. Let's start writing. Who's got something creative to do? Who's can play something? And you're kind of like, well, I don't really kind of know. You're kind of like, you start playing something, you're like, I don't really like that. Okay, try this. I don't like that. This way here, it gets you, you know, you're like listening to some great music, and you're singing, and people are air guitaring, and pretty soon they pick up guitars, and I'll turn off the guitar and the sound. So now they're playing guitar to the music, and I'll turn off the singer. So now the singer in the room, she's singing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of music, did I text you? Like, I found the song that kind of like feels like the right kind of song for the stream. Like, remember one time you told me that I need to find like a theme song for the for stuff. I think I texted it to you, didn't I?
No.
Oh, I swear to
Or
God.
maybe you did, but I didn't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. Have to look and see. There's like this song.
There's some streamers I watch, and they play like copyrighted music, like on their streams, like full like board. You can,
Yeah,
like, sing along to it.
some people still like. There was a while where Twitch didn't care about the music, but I guess now that Amazon bought them, I bet they've changed their rule. Like,
Oh, Amazon bought 'em? I didn't know that.
yeah, I'm like 99% sure Amazon bought them like a million years ago.
Oh, never knew.
But that's why Amazon has like the Amazon Prime and stuff. I think they're all affiliated together now. But they've started some laws have changed or something's going on, and now they really don't want you to have copyright music going on. But
I mean, these people are playing music like Pearl Jam, Beatles. I'm like, dude, you did not get no copyright from these people. And if you did, you got a lot of money. And why are you on Twitch promoting stuff that you haven't written? It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, how are you getting, or not getting fined or kicked off?
well, it's someone's got to report you and go in and get things going, and
Don't they have moderators on there for that? They do moderation. I go, oh hey, can be playing back and forth.
if it's like usually because it's live and it's there and it's gone, like it's not programmed to like go through and do listening type stuff. So like
Okay.
YouTube, on the other hand, will go through and pick it up because that music sits there.
Okay.
But if someone like reported you enough, I suppose you would gather attention.
Okay.
Like I don't know the ins and outs of it. I tend to like they started having a big deal about it, so I decided, all right, I'm done doing copyright stuff.
Yeah, like in my part of the music, I don't really deal with copyright. It's like I sell my music. I don't keep people. You know.
Right.
Very few I keep. Like if I work for Pixar, so like I do Pixar stuff, and I'm doing that new Beatles. Peter Jackson's doing that new Beatles documentary. I'm doing some background music for that. So that stuff I'm copywriting because I'm gonna go with royalties. But like 90% of my music is sold. It's not. I don't have to worry about it. Like hey.
Right.
Sam, like, hey, write this song. I know it's my song. I know I wrote it, but I can't say anything because Sam bought it. So
Right.
I gotta act like Sam, great song you wrote, man. That's hella good. And he'd be like, yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's great. The world doesn't know that it's
Yeah,
really
the
mine.
ghostwriter that wrote it for me was amazing.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You wouldn't say that because people are like, oh, what, you know.
I mean, I would say
Right.
that because I'm not going to pretend like I have a talent in that regard. But if you were a person that was pretending to have talent like that,
I mean, I've seen people like musicians on interviews be talking about like how great this song is they wrote, right? And what the meaning is behind the song, and I'm like, oh my god, they're so lying. That's not even their song. The meaning of the song is not what it is. But you can't say nothing. You can't because you want to repress their thing. But it's funny how they'll be like talking about it. It's like, oh.
yeah, here it is. Shotgun by George Zara. Yeah, I texted you. I texted you back on the 14th when it hit me.
Oh, let me see.
Oh no, hang on a minute. Let me wrap up the stream here, and we'll talk about some shenanigans in a minute. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I'm out of time. It's 2 o'clock, so it's time to wrap up the stream. I'll be back this evening for shenanigans. If you guys happen to see my LFMs, you're welcome to tag along. But unfortunately, I got to bounce. Doctor's appointment, and in a little bit here.
Well, thank you for the run.
Appreciate it. If someone wants the star, I'll totally hand the star over, and you guys can keep rocking. Like, I'm certainly not the linchpin that holds you guys together at this point.
14th of this January.
Yeah.
See, I got.
All right, well,
Volunteers.
hang on. Who's volunteering?
Reaper. My wife.
Congratulations, Reaper. You're the best.
Thanks, honey. Love you too.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.
I see it now. It's in a text. I thought you sent me a link of the song.
No. I literally sent a text. We were having dinner, and that song started playing.
It was on Thursday. Yep, it's right there.
Yeah, and the like, it started going, and my brain just went, "Holy ass! This is the kind of song that I would like be into, to like be that kind of theme song type thing." Then I even like typed a line, right? Like hunting XP in the dark room. And that's when you like decided you were looking for Pop-Tarts. And I'm like, no, V-Love, get on track. The music.
I see it now. Okay, let me see here. Oh, young white kid, guitar. Let's see.
But yeah, I don't know. I heard it and I was like, dun, 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 dun. All right, be careful not to go over the voice chat if you're listening to it. All right, everybody, I'm gonna bounce. Hope you guys had a wonderful time. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Like I said, we'll probably take level 28 really quick, actually, and then we'll.
Oh, he's a country singer.
Yeah, I think so. Like, it's got that kind of like, I don't know. It sounded very unique and up my alley.
Let's see what label is he with. Let's see. He's got 1.6 million subscribers on YouTube.
I don't know. This is the only song I've ever heard by him, and I was like, man, this song is great.
So he's going to merch bars where he uses for his merchandise.
All right, hang on. Let me see. This is level 28. I'm told Mass Frog, which is one of the reasons I actually was really excited to try this build. I don't have any builds where I've actually got to use Mass Frog. So I am in. Alright, with that, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys had enjoyed the stream. I hope to see you all later this evening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow the page. As always, I do appreciate it. Patreon.com is the best way to support the stream financially. A couple of bucks really adds up on this end. And 95-ish% of the donations make it to the end users. So there's a little bit of like administration fees that tap in there, so it's more like 93%, but it's closer. It's closer. Of course, if you don't have the funds to help the stream out financially, jump over to youtube.com/SamusGarobo. Subscribe over there. Interact with some of the videos, whatever. That's another great way to support the stream for free. Alright, that being said, let's look and see if we're going to pass this level along to anybody. My thing's not coming up with any DDO streamers right now, so let me pull up the DDO switch and see who's streaming DDO. Ah, here we go. How did Brackheart not come up on my list? That seems odd. Alright, so we're going to raid. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll be back in a couple of hours. Doctor's appointment, food, taking care of the dog, and try to be back around 7 o'clock for some sweet Dungeons & Dragons online action. Alright, thanks for spending a little bit of time with me today. I appreciate it. Toodles.